Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, we're all about motorcycles. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just getting into the world of bikes, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest videos, reviews, and bike breakdowns. Today, we've got something exciting for you. An in-depth look at the Kawasaki Vulcan 900 2025 edition. This one's been getting a lot of attention lately, and we're here to break it all down for you, from specs to ride feel and everything in between. So let's get into it. Kawasaki Vulcan 900 has been around for a few years now, and for 2025, Kawasaki has made some interesting updates to this mid-sized cruiser. Now, for those of you who are already familiar with the Vulcan 900 line, you'll know this isn't a radical redesign. Instead, Kawasaki has refined it, improving certain aspects while retaining the core appeal of the bike. What do we have with the 2025 edition? Well, first off, the Vulcan 900 is still positioned as a bike that sits comfortably between the entry-level cruisers and more heavy-duty touring models. It's got the power, handling, and comfort to make it a great option for both new riders and seasoned cruisers who want something that's not too heavy or intimidating, but still delivers a great riding experience. Let's talk about the heart of the Vulcan 900, the engine. The 2025 Vulcan 900 is powered by Kawasaki's 900 3cc B-twin engine. If you're familiar with the Vulcan lineup, this isn't a huge departure from what we've seen before, but what's important here is the way this engine delivers power. The 900 3cc B-twin engine is liquid-cooled and makes a strong 50 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and about 55 lp-ft torque at 3,000 RPM. Now, when you're cruising on the highway or taking on some twisties, this engine feels smooth and linear. You get that satisfying V-twin grunt, which is a characteristic most cruiser riders love. Whether you're rolling on the throttle at low speeds or winding it out at higher revs, it has just enough power to give you a solid punch without overwhelming you. One of the key improvements in the 2025 model is its throttle response, which Kawasaki has fine-tuned for smoother operation. The power delivery is consistent and predictable, making the bike feel very approachable for riders of all experience levels. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, the Vulcan 900 delivers the right amount of power for cruising comfortably without any surprises. Paired with the engine is a 5-speed gearbox, and if you've ridden the previous Vulcan models, you'll notice it shifts more precisely in the 2025 model. The gear lever is smooth and it feels solid with no hint of slop or uncertainty when you shift through the gears. The clutch lever feels light, which is a big plus for those longer rides or stop-and-go traffic, making it less fatiguing for your left hand. Whilst a 5-speed, some riders might find themselves wishing for a 6th gear on longer highway runs, but honestly, for most types of riding, especially around town and on twisty roads, the 5-speed is more than enough. It offers a good balance of low-end torque and mid-range power. Now let's talk about the design of the 2025 Vulcan 900. Kawasaki has kept things fairly traditional, with a few modern touches. The Vulcan 900 has always had that classic cruiser aesthetic, low-slung profile, wide tank, and raked-out front fork. The 2025 model carries that look forward with a more refined finish. The paint options for 2025 are stunning. There's a new metallic green that really pops in the sunlight, and if you're more into the darker, stealthy looks, you've got options in matte black and gloss black. The chrome accents on the exhaust, around the wheels, and on the engine guards really stand out, but they're not too over the top. It's that perfect balance of rugged and classy. Yeah, one of the biggest changes for 2025 is the updated lighting. The headlights, taillights, and even the indicators have been switched to LED, which not only improves visibility at night, but also gives the bike a more modern, sleek look. Honestly, the whole bike has this nice, clean, contemporary vibe that still feels like a classic cruiser. Alright, let's get into how the Vulcan 900 actually rides. The ride quality is one of the standout features of this bike. Kawasaki has done a great job making this cruiser nimble and easy to handle, which is not always a given with larger bikes in this segment. The 2025 Vulcan 900 feels balanced and well suited to both new riders and experienced ones who want a bike that's quick to react without feeling twitchy or unstable. Thanks to its 18-inch front wheel and 15-inch rear wheel, it has a good mix of stability and maneuverability. Whether you're winding through traffic or carving through twisty mountain roads, the Vulcan 900 feels planted. The suspension, which consists of a telescopic fork in the front and twin shock absorbers in the rear, does a good job soaking up bumps and rough patches of pavement. The bike is firm but not punishing, so it's still comfortable for longer rides. The seat on the Vulcan 900 is wide and cushioned, providing a good amount of comfort even on longer trips. There's also a good amount of room for the rider and passenger, which is important if you're planning to take someone along for the ride. The ergonomics of the bike, your foot position, hand grips, and overall riding posture are well thought out, and you should feel at ease on it whether you're in a relaxed cruiser position or leaning into a corner. Now, when it comes to tech features, the Vulcan 900 is fairly minimal, as you'd expect from a cruiser. It's not trying to be a hyper-advanced, tech-laden motorcycle, and that's honestly one of its strengths. Kawasaki has kept the focus on what matters: engine performance, comfort, and handling, but there are still a few features to note. You've got a digital display that's clear and easy to read with all the essential info like speed, RPM, fuel level, and trip meters. The 2025 model also comes with a gear indicator, which is a nice touch if you're not familiar with the bike or if you're making longer shifts. The low fuel light and the tachometer are also clear and easy to read at a glance. As far as safety goes, the Vulcan 900 comes equipped with ABS anti-lock braking system as a standard feature. This is a nice addition, especially for newer riders who may not be as experienced in managing braking in challenging conditions. The brakes themselves are solid, offering good stopping power with a progressive feel that builds up nicely when you pull the lever or press the pedal. Thing a lot of riders look for in a cruiser is fuel efficiency, especially if you're planning long-distance rides. The Vulcan 900, thanks to its 5-gallon tank, offers decent range for a bike of this size. The 2025 model manages about 45 to 50 miles per gallon, depending on your riding style. And that gives you a solid 250 miles on a single tank of gas. For a mid-sized cruiser, that's pretty good. You won't find yourself constantly stopping at the gas station, and it's definitely not a bike that will leave you worrying about running out of fuel too soon. Okay, now let's talk about pricing and whether or not the 2025 Vulcan 900 is worth the investment. Kawasaki has positioned the Vulcan 900 as a great value in the cruiser market. It's not the cheapest bike out there, but it's also not in the same price range as the more premium models, which means it offers a great balance of performance and affordability. In the US, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 900 has a starting price of around $8,000 for the base model, and you can expect it to go up a bit depending on the trim and any additional features you want. For the price, you're getting a reliable, fun-to-ride cruiser with a solid reputation and a bike that holds its value well in the market. Thanks for waking up, and thanks so much for watching the show. See you in the next offer.